With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Hooper.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
4 down. Check.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
There are 2 words that we hear. Coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action with Burrow.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Here we go. Ready? Rush in. Rush in. Mike 11.
Here's Burrow. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
He's got a man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Hey, can.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big pickup there on the run. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce. Mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Or the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Coming off to it right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Yeah, this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 39 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, That's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11 MC paint. 11 MC paint.
Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Hey, gotta go score. Let's go. 11.
Throwing, Burrow. Flushed out right. It's caught by Hooper. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. A little bit of redemption after he missed 2 field goals earlier. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.